Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Reading Huang Xiaoming's will for his two children, the U50 father exclaimed, strict, difficult to understand. When I came across Huang Xiaoming's will, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of surprise and contemplation. As a parent, I understand the complexities and challenges of raising children, but the conditions he set for his children in his will struck me as particularly strict and difficult to comprehend. According to reports, Huang Xiaoming's will stipulates that more than 10 billion yuan of his fortune will be inherited by his children, his son, Xiaoming, whom he shares with Angelababy, and his daughter, born from his relationship with Deepka. What caught my attention were the conditions attached to this inheritance, especially for his youngest daughter. Reading through them, I couldn't help but wonder, was Huang Xiaoming being too strict by imposing such rigid requirements? For his son, Xiaoming, the will allows him to receive 200,000 yuan per month until he turns 18. While this is by no means a small sum, the stipulation that he must clearly document his expenses and have them reviewed by a lawyer to prevent unnecessary spending raises concerns. On the one hand, I understand Huang Xiaoming's perspective. He likely wants his son to develop financial responsibility and not become overly reliant on inherited wealth. However, does this level of control create an undue burden on a young boy? Could it hinder his ability to enjoy his childhood freely, as other children do, without constantly worrying about financial scrutiny? Even more puzzling is the condition imposed on his daughter. She is required to gain admission to one of China's most prestigious universities, Tsinghua University, Peking University, Fudan University, or similar institutions, in order to receive her full inheritance. This strikes me as an extremely harsh demand for a child. Securing a place at these universities is no easy feat. It involves intense competition and immense pressure. By setting such a high academic bar, Huang Xiaoming may unintentionally be placing an overwhelming burden on his daughter. Instead of fostering a love for learning and self-discovery, this condition might instill anxiety and fear of failure. Did he consider the possibility that his daughter might feel suffocated by these expectations? Could she end up seeing education not as a path to personal growth but merely as a race to meet an unattainable standard? Another aspect that troubles me is that his daughter can only receive her inheritance upon reaching the age of 30. This restriction feels as though he is deliberately delaying her growth and independence. While it is understandable that he wants his children to mature before accessing such wealth, is it truly reasonable to make them wait until their 30s? Young adults need financial support to build their careers, invest in their aspirations, and establish a stable life. By withholding access to their inheritance for so long, is Huang Xiaoming helping them become responsible individuals, or is he merely restricting their opportunities and autonomy? As a parent, I firmly believe that children should have the freedom to grow, explore, and pursue their own passions. They should have the opportunity to make mistakes, learn from them, and carve out their own paths in life rather than being confined to the rigid expectations set by their parents. This brings me to an essential question. Is Huang Xiaoming providing his children with a supportive environment for growth, or is he unintentionally burdening them with excessive pressure and obligations? High parental expectations can sometimes do more harm than good. While it is natural for parents to want the best for their children, imposing rigid conditions can have unintended consequences. When a child is subjected to such stringent expectations, does he or she still have the ability to enjoy life, build self-confidence, and find personal motivation? Or do they instead feel trapped in a relentless pursuit of achievements dictated by their father's will? Frankly, I do not believe that the conditions in Huang Xiaoming's will are the best approach to parenting or wealth management. It is difficult to imagine how a child might feel upon realizing that their future is directly tied to fulfilling such demanding academic requirements. Would his daughter genuinely enjoy her education, or would she feel as though her entire youth is consumed by an endless race for success, with no room to explore her true interests or aspirations? While Huang Xiaoming's intentions may be rooted in ensuring his children's future stability and success, I fear that his approach is too rigid and demanding. Children need more than financial provisions. They need encouragement, emotional support, and the freedom to develop their own identities. Parenting should be a balance of fostering independence, instilling responsibility, and most importantly, offering unconditional love, rather than being centered solely on achievement or financial discipline. Reflecting on Huang Xiaoming's will has made me reconsider my own approach to parenting. Am I also focusing too much on securing a bright future for my children at the risk of overwhelming them with expectations? Have I, like him, overlooked the importance of allowing my children to simply enjoy their journey of growth and self-discovery? Though his intentions might be good, I personally find the conditions in his will to be unnecessarily severe and restrictive. Children deserve love, guidance, and above all, the freedom to be themselves. A truly meaningful inheritance is not just about wealth, it is about the values, experiences, and support that parents provide to help their children navigate life's challenges with confidence and joy.